This year, Mr. Nasiruddin Shah will be delivering the Ray Memorial Lecture. Mr. Nasiruddin does not need an introduction, and it would be presumptuous of us to try to do justice to his many achievements briefly. But as it is the custom, we will have to have a few words of introduction, and may I invite Mr. Satyajit to introduce Shri Nasiruddin Shah.
Nasiruddin, Mr. P.M. Ghosh, Shomit Shota, Shomdi, Ms. Rajesh Behra, Namaskar. Friends, once again, a very warm welcome on a very warm evening. It is my pleasant duty to invite Nasir to deliver the third Satyajit Memorial Lecture. I know it is customary on occasions such as this to say that the speaker or the chief guest needs no introduction and then to spend 15 minutes introducing him. So I'm not even going to try and do that. I'm sure all of you are more than familiar with Nasir's achievements as a film actor, as a theatre activist, and as a fine human being. For those who are not, there's always Google. As many of you might know, this is the third in the series of dry memorial lectures that the Society instituted some time ago. The first lecture was delivered by Javed Akhtar, again needs no introduction, an iconic screenwriter and songwriter in cinema. The second lecture was delivered by Shah. Now, we think that what is common to both these gentlemen is not only that they were prominent in their own fields and in cinema, but they had a very lively and articulate social and political consciousness. So we thought it would be appropriate to, this time, invite an actor to deliver the Rai Memorial Lecture, and we are eternally grateful that Nasiruddin accepted very readily. We suggested to Nasir that the theme of today's lecture could be the honest actor, particularly two aspects: the honesty of an actor in performance and the honesty of the actor as a social and political being. Now, obviously you realize that the actor as a political being is very much the flavor of the season in our state right now. So that was our proposal to Nasiruddin as far as the theme is concerned. He will, of course, deal with it as he deems fit. I have just one last thing to say. Nasir has warned me and has asked me to pass the warning on to you, that if a cell phone goes off, he's going to leave the stage and catch the first plane back to Mumbai. So you've been warned. Ladies and gentlemen, Nasiruddin Shah, the honest actor.
Why don't you all sit down? I think it's going to take a while. I think make yourselves comfortable. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for this warm welcome. I had 3 close encounters with Mr. Satyajit Ray. The third one resulting in my actually meeting him. The first one was when I was 12 years old and obsessed with cricket, and I would cut out pictures of cricketers and stick them in my scrapbook. And one day I saw a photograph of a very elegant, strong gentleman dressed in white. I think it was in a magazine called Span or something. So I promptly cut it out and stuck it along with pictures of cricketers in my scrapbook. I had no idea who he was. His name was Satyajit. He was dressed in white. He looked like a cricketer. In fact, he looked like a captain. It didn't take me long, of course, to find out who he was, but I kept the picture in my scrapbook. It added some majesty to the other pictures. The second encounter was when I was a student, some 10 years later, at the drama school in Delhi, and I was sitting in the Maximilian Bhavan waiting for the screening of Bergman's Silence. And as the light started to dim, this enormous figure in a white kurta, immediately recognizable even in the dark, settled into the seat right in front of me. I have to say that those ample shoulders often obliterated the sights I had actually gone to see the Silence for. And also I was distracted because half the time I was looking at the screen and half the time at him. And the third encounter was after a screening of Mirch Masala at the Delhi Film Festival, where he came up to me and shook my hand and told me he liked my performance. That was the sum total of my association with the great man. So I'm very grateful that Sandeep did not ask me to talk about him, because I did not really know him, and what is there that I can say about his work that hasn't already been said? And instead gave me a topic which I managed to chew upon. So I have written out my thoughts on this subject. I'm very grateful not only to be honored to come and speak here, but also for this opportunity to clarify my own head regarding this subject, and it's taken a bit of doing. So I'll keep referring to the text every now and then, if you don't mind, and if my arguments get a little too garbled, please bear with me, because the subject of the honest actor is still a work in progress, really, in my head. The dictionary meaning of the word act is not to pretend or to disguise oneself or to play different roles or to emote or any of these things. It is quite simply to do. Now, those who have not bothered to check this in the dictionary, and that includes an astonishing number of actors I've met, may think it's a paradox to talk of honesty in connection with something which is by its very nature false. Yet it is this very elusive search for truth that is the holy grail of every thinking actor's journey as a performer. The most apt description of an actor's job that I've come across is encompassed in the title of the great Dr. Sriram Raghu's autobiography, which is called Lamar. Lamar is a Marathi word which means the carrier of goods. An actor is a messenger, entrusted with delivering the goods completely and securely, without obstructing or damaging the goods in any way. And if he does that, he has done well, is what I believe. An actor's job is to get across. And if he manages to get across, then it is futile to be judgmental about the approach and label it as honest or otherwise. In other words, whether he carries the goods on his head or on his shoulder or under his arm or drags them along the ground is immaterial, provided he delivers the goods safely and securely. I'm not at all sure, however, that there can be any such thing as a dishonest actor. For the simple reason that an actor cannot plagiarize the way a writer or a musician perhaps can. He cannot get someone else to act for him. So he cannot garner the credit for another man's effort. An actor can perhaps mimic or steal ideas from another, but unless he's also stealing ideas and mimicking life, his output remains in the realm of mimicry or theft. Then there are no tricks by which an actor can cheat and improve a bad performance. The kind of grandstanding not infrequently resorted to by film stars who consider trumping everyone else to be a vindication of their abilities does does not even deserve to be included in any definition of acting. Because though this, considering oneself more important than the project you're in, is offensive, it is not dishonest, it is indulgent. The star does it because he can. The one really dishonest thing actors often do is to refuse through indolent unwillingness to live up to their potential. But in that case, they themselves are the only ones harmed. So now, let this, what I'm saying, not be construed as every actor is scrupulously honest in every way. It should rather be said that in their work, neither the actor nor the work he is in benefits in any way by any kind of dishonesty. Without going into the merits or the shortcomings of the various schools of acting, I can say with certainty that lumping all actors into the good or the bad category is unjust. Though doubtless there are some who should not be in the profession at all, but we need not concern ourselves with them. Even to call them bad would be a compliment.